folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. It is the last day of Songkran, TGILD. Thank God it's the last day. We're going to make a whole run all around town. I hope you'll join us here. We're going to start on Pratamnak Hill, where I live. And believe it or not, I think Pratamnak Hill wins the award of the least volatile Songkran situation or celebration. There's some water splashing here, but pretty easy to avoid and not much of it. So we cruised through Pratamnak Hill down to the beach. It's actually a very good day to go to the beach. The beach is, well, a lot less people than normal. Hardly anybody down here. So we'll make our way into Jomtien. That's where we'll officially start. And we were greeted by quite a few water splashers. So, right. Welcome to Jomtien Beach Road. Decent amount of people down here. I think Jomtien also wins an award. I think it was the best mix of, of celebration without maybe over the top. You could still avoid it. Second Road in Jomtien wasn't too bad. But I don't know. I think it was a good vibe down here and wasn't too crazy, but just crazy enough. So if that's a category, I think Jomtien wins it. But we had a good time down here, and I didn't want to go farther south than this. We will just start heading back north toward Pattaya through South Pattaya and into Central Pattaya as soon as we're finished at Jomtien.
Cold!
So we made it through Jomtien. We came down through South Pattaya. A big foam party, actually two of them going on as you leave Jomtien getting into South Pattaya. But the rest of the way down to Pryor Road, not too much, but we're about ready to make the big turn and go down toward the heart of South Pattaya that runs along Walking Street. I anticipate that to be a big one. We'll collect our thoughts here for a minute, dry everything off. We got pummeled pretty good. Right, so deep into the bowels of South Pattaya we go, the favorite stomping grounds of most of the Middle Eastern and Indian visitors to town. But I got to tell you, not as busy as what I expected. So we hadn't found the real crowd yet. I think actually Jomtien, places in Jomtien were much more lively than this, but still plenty going on if that's your thing. I did start to notice something though, and I kind of feel really, kind of feel sorry for these guys, but I did start to notice people that chose this day, this time, to maybe check out of their hotel and move hotels. A lot of people like to change hotels while they're here, or maybe, here's a guy, look, he's got the suitcase. I wouldn't want to drag a suitcase through this, I got to tell you. Maybe he's leaving, maybe he's going somewhere else, but anyway, we've got still some of South Pattaya to go here. Here again by the Temple Market. Last year I was in the truck. I made that into a battle wagon. It was a lot more crowded on Pattaya Thai. So we will make the left and go into one of your favorite streets. All right, Soy Buakhao. All right, Soy Buakhao. Here again, not as busy as what I remembered last year, although some places did go all out. Depends what part of the street you're on. You know, this happens to me, I don't know, quite regularly, but somebody will come up to me on the street and say, "Hey, do you remember me?" And usually I don't, but I start to talk with them, and usually over the course of a couple minutes conversation, I will remember, and that happened today.
So this is Tanya. She's got a bar now in Tree Town. She showed me and a friend a room in Grand Avenue about 2 years ago. So anyway, we're gonna go up the Third Road. I think that's a big place too. A big hot spot, a big wet spot.
So right, nice to see Tanya again. I guess she's given up the real estate gig and now has her own bar. Good for her. But we got up the Third Road. First thing I see, here again, here's some guy schlepping a suitcase. Anyway, let's take a quick look around. All right, we had a good time up on Third Road. I like that venue. Here again, a good mix, not too crazy, but crazy enough. But anyway, not as many people as I remembered last year. So where did all the people go? I guess it's time to head down to the beach. Maybe we can find them there. And sure enough, we found a closed beach road. I didn't think it would close this early to vehicles, but there was no blockade on our Soy, so we came down here. But really, technically, I think the gist was it was supposed to be closed to all traffic, more like a walking street, an extension of walking street, at least all the way down to Pattaya Klang. But anyway, we'll get off here in about a block just to get out of everybody's way. It is pretty busy down here, and it's still early. So very surprising. Anyway, we'll head up to one of my favorite soys here, Soy 13-1. So your beach road soys, I think, can be some of the more volatile soys because they're narrow and you get hit from both sides a lot of times. You know, there's spraying of water, there's splashing of water, there's shooting of water through the regular water guns, and then there's a whole nother genre called bucketing. Show you what that is. So we'll follow this guy down here. He's got his squirt gun in hand, but I think he's about to be bucketed, and you'll see exactly what I mean by that. And we'll break that down. So there you go. Right like that, a bucket directly in the face. So in sitting here, I don't know, probably spent an hour or two here at least. It was a good place to camp out. I kind of took notice that there's a couple different elements that go into bucketing. So I think the first one would be the volume of water, the size of the bucket, if you will. How much water is in the bucket and being thrown. And I guess two would be maybe the velocity or the ferocity that the bucket is thrown, the speed of which the force the water comes out of the bucket. I think that would be the second criteria. And then I guess the third criteria would be the range in which the water is. Is it thrown from across the street? Is it thrown less than a meter away from you? And I think the last criteria, the last bit of the equation would be the targeting. Is it to the body? Is it just in your general direction? Or is it directly in the face? So I think that makes a big difference as well. So when all four of those things line up, bucketing can be quite brutal, as you'll see here. So I don't know. I think the beach road soys always seem to have a couple zealots with the buckets. And even the police, luckily there was an empty bucket there. So the police made it through. But I think the bucketing, let me know what you guys think. Is bucketing a bridge too far in all this? Especially to moving vehicles, guys on motorbikes, whatever. I don't know. It's all water throwing. At the end of the day, it's everybody's wet anyway. So let me know what you think. But anyway, we will stay down here on Soy 13-1 for a little bit because it is crazy. And at this point, Second Road is a parking lot. Literally, Second Road is a parking lot. So we did find all the people. Second Road and Beach Road definitely win the prize. But we will walk down to Beach Road in a little bit. We'll leave the bike here. So the bike tour is done. And we'll be on foot. We'll go down to Beach Road. We'll see all the frivolity going on down there as it gets a little dark. We'll wait for sunset. How about that? A little bit of an afternoon on Soy 13-1. We're going to head down to the beach. Beach road's closed basically to traffic. We'll have to hoof it the whole way. But I'm going to try to get down and see the big stage and all that. So, right, I don't know that I've ever seen as many people on Beach Road, especially down this far. We're only down by the Soy 13s right now. We've got quite a little march to get up to Central Festival, which is, well, that's where I at least want to get up to Central Festival. Probably goes on well beyond that. But, yeah, a lot of frivolity on Beach Road. Squirt guns for sale, if that's your thing. There were definitely some pockets along Beach Road that were still busier than others. And the first one we would encounter was up by Mike's Mall, Mike's Shopping Mall here. A couple big water trucks there, some kind of DJ blaring the music. Wherever the music is the loudest seems to attract more people. I did notice that as well. There you go. Mike's Mall was definitely having a party down. I got to tell you, I almost slipped and fell out here. The road being wet with the clay on top mixed in, where they've painted things on that road, the paint, it's slick. It felt like ice. I've almost slipped and fell. But look at this. Some deals to be had. 3 bottles of Spy in a bucket for 100 baht. That's not bad at all. That's a good Songkran deal. But anyway, just beyond Mike's Mall and beyond the 3 bottles for 100, we discovered a great big stage with a foam party going on. I believe it's one of the famous walking street nightclubs hosting a little stage event.
Festival. Beach Road's just packed, but it's supposed to all end around dark. I think good luck with that. I don't see any end in sight. Probably late tonight. Right, I have no idea what time it ended. We got ready to go home just as it was getting dark. We made our way home through a very circuitous route, but we had fun this year. We got a lot of travel in. We started up country in Korat for the first couple days of Songkran, and then off to Bang Sen for the big final day there, and then of course the big final day here in Pattaya. I always tell people if you're going to do just one day here in Pattaya, make it the last day. All the other stuff before that's just practice. The last day is the big thing. It's probably the same for whatever locality, the last day being the biggest, and the stage performances and all that kind of stuff. So if you like big crowds and throwing water, that's for you. Anyway, we are kind of happy that it's done. We'll wait for Songkran next year. Hope you enjoyed the episode and the little Songkran series here. Something else next time, but for this one, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.